it's the same day for me, but a different day for you. I gotta actually review these things. We got the amazing Bootaguchi Wolverine over here. So we're gonna pull him in here before we even get him out of the box. And I want to show off that there is paint missing from that Wolverine's face. He looks like he could be made of obsidian. There's a little bit missing up there. So there are a few QC issues right out of the box. Probably going to swap off to this head because it looks like it has the best paint apps of the bunch. And we'll get this guy out, check out all the accessories because it looks like there's some stuff hiding back there. Right away, first, we do have to look at the box. It is a one-to-one recreation of the actual box. It is beat up to all hell because it's a bootleg, but it still looks pretty good. And also, look who made an appearance. It's Bootaguchi Deadpool. He's on the package. Let's get this figure open and see if he's any better than any of the Deadpool knockoffs that I have so far. Alright, so before we even get back into the figure, I want to take a look at the flight stand here. So we got two completely different flight stands. That's the flight stand. That's all there is to it. That's all that came with it. Looks like the base might be a little bit more sturdy, but I don't know how well this arm's actually going to hold up. Yeah, we'll see later. Okay, so I was going to take the head off, but I'm not going to do that because his neck looked like it was going to pop off, and I'm going to heat him up before I do any of that stuff. But we're going to take a nice look at these alternate heads here, just to be safe. Yeah, we got the obsidian variant of Wolverine. Clearly, some QC in that factory. Someone did not paint the face. It is all right. I can do that myself. This one is definitely the best looking. It's still a little bit sloppy, but at least the black is all the way around on the ears until you get to the back there, that is, but that's all right. You don't need to look at that. It's definitely the best head of the three. We're going to keep that one on just to be safe. Other than that, he comes with his claws separately. They plug in, it looks like, to his hands. Is that normal? These are the claws. They peg in. However, you have to take these little pieces off. I think that's probably legit what you have to do for the Revoltech. They look cool, but just be careful because this is a tiny piece, man. Make sure you're putting it in a bag or back in the box. Maybe on one of the alternate hands that appears to not have any coverings on it. Put that on there. So first things first, the claws look great. They don't match the glove. However, the gloves are kind of like a gray blue. And I don't know if you can pick it up pretty good on here, actually. It's kind of like an astonishing X-Men blue, more muted. And it's really weird next to the kind of pearlescent plastic used on the shoulder pads and the metallic paint that they used for the tiger stripes. It's a little strange. Obviously, we know it is indeed a bootleg, so there is that too. But it is just a little bit weird that they couldn't pick one paint color, you know? Like, I feel like that's just, again, quality control issues. Apparently, it does indeed fit in the back of this Deadpool as well. Let's see if it fits in the back of the one we got with him. Okay, cool. It does fit in the back of this one too. So if you get a newer one, it should work, which is really cool because it's a bootleg accessory. And it fits in here, and it fits in here a lot less snug than the red suit versions. Big surprise. This is our Bootaguchi X-Force, who is becoming more and more of a letdown every time I play with him. we're going to do a little bit of a size comparison really quick first. So we're going to throw in Maestro Hulk because he's still around here, and that kind of makes a little bit of sense there. He is actually kind of like perfect height, at least for this figure over here. Let's throw in our Spider-Man. He is exponentially shorter than the Tom Holland Final Swingsuit Marvel Legend. That's kind of crazy. However, how's he going to look next to the Bootaguchis that he's supposed to look good with? How many Deadpools can one Wolverine actually handle? Let's move Maestro to there. OG Bootaguchi. First action figure I ever bought that was a bootleg. What about new Bootaguchi? They're about the same height, right? So, if new Bootaguchi can stand up a little bit straighter than the old Bootaguchi, we will do that. Say Bootaguchi again, motherfucker. Say Bootaguchi again. Height-wise, I do think the new one is a little bit taller. And I do believe that it actually does scale pretty good there. Let's get another Deadpool in over here, but not the X-Force one. We're going to move you out of the way. Oh my god, how many Deadpools do you have? It's a lot of Deadpools. Must have Deadpools. Height-wise, I think it looks pretty good. This old Toy Biz Deadpool does stand on his own sometimes, miraculously. I think that looks a little bit better scale-wise. I don't know how tall Wade is. Logan's short. Maybe Wade is actually really tall, and the Yamaguchi scale is actually better in scale. But I kind of like how it looks there with the Marvel Legends. We're going to move these guys out of the way. I think that's enough size comparisons and Deadpools to put this Wolverine through. His articulation is very, very nice, actually. It's a little bit tight. I was a little worried about the neck up here, if I'm being honest, for movement-wise. Probably going to have to heat that up before I do anything there. But this joint moves around pretty good. These weird butterfly joints that are like weirdly cut. Oh my gosh, sorry. Okay. So his neck is pretty good. There's these weird butterfly joints here. They're like, they bring his neck down. It's really weird. He doesn't have bicep swivel, which is really strange to me. This is limited due to the shoulder pads, and the shoulder pads, if you can see, are kind of offset. They look like they limit this side way less than they limit this side. It's not a bad looking figure per se, but I feel like a lot of this, oh my gosh, it's flesh tone balls down there. The balls feel like they're gonna pop. All the ball joints definitely feel like they are ready to burst off of this guy. So if you get this one specifically, be careful with it, all right? Because you don't want to break your figures right away. Definitely heat it up or use some shock oil to make those joints a little bit looser so they don't pop and explode, and you don't have to do what you did with this guy type of thing. Ultimately, not a bad looking action figure. Obviously, there's going to be quality control issues. It is a bootleg, but if you're just looking for something to sit on your shelf looking kind of stylized to go with your actual Amazing Yamaguchi or any of your Bootaguchis, this is a pretty decent addition to your collection for a decent price. Honestly, I wouldn't say it's worth more than like 10 to 15 bucks. It's not a $20 one. It's definitely not a $20 one. But if you can find it on like one of those ridiculous sales where it's like $2 or something, then pick them up. Jump scare. If you like this type of content, make sure to like, subscribe, comment, do all that rigmarole. But most importantly, don't forget to stay frosty.